Today's video, I'm going to be sharing an updated version of what my favorite purple polishes are. Now, up until I did this, or right before I did this voiceover, I actually found out that one of the polishes that I'm showing in this video is actually discontinued, which was a bummer. So the first polish is Essie's Goa, and this is a really beautiful, soft pastel purple. I got this last year, and I absolutely love it. This is one of those colors that I wear a ton during spring, a ton, around Easter, things like that. I love pastel colors, and this polish is really, really pretty. Next up on my list is Essie Playing in Paradise, and this was from the Essie Plant Love Valentine's Day 2024 collection. I did a whole swatch review video on my channel for that, and this is just another pastel purple that's a little bit darker than the other one that I showed, but it's still beautiful. I am just a huge fan of pastels, and one of my favorite pastel colors is purple. Next up is Orly Crash the Party, and I will be honest that I actually used this quite a lot for Halloween nails last year. This was actually in a summer collection, I believe, but I use it a lot for Halloween because it's just a really fun Halloween purple in my opinion, and it is perfect in 2 coats. One thing I will say though about Orly that I have noticed is I do find that their polishes are just a little bit thicker, so you have to be almost more careful about how you apply them because I feel like you can very easily flood your nail with that. Next up is Orly Provence at Dusk, and this was from a spring collection, and it's just a really pretty light purple again. Like I said, I love pastels, and spring and the beginning of summer are like my favorite times to wear pastels, but I wear pastels pretty much all year round at this point. Next up is Orly Signetic Symphony, and I just got this one a few weeks ago, and I am obsessed with this. This is one of those colors that is so bold yet so much fun, and this is a color that is going to be on my toes quite a lot during the summer here. And this, like I said about Orly being a little bit thicker in my opinion, I did add too much polish to this nail, as you can tell here. I forgot about that, and that was my fault. But I do think that the Orly polishes do have a thicker formula to them, which is great for opacity and for coverage, but I do think that the chances of you flooding your cuticles is actually way easier. Next up is going to be Zoya Becca, and this is a really beautiful, just deep plum purple color. This is a color that I tend to wear a lot in the fall and in the winter, but I am a huge fan of dark purple polishes. I don't know why, but I just love them so much, and they're really, really pretty when you pair them with like a solid nail of just like silver glitter. That's one of my favorite ways to wear purple polishes, or the darker purple polishes, just because they go with glitter so beautifully. Next up is Zoya Banks, and Banks is a neon polish. And the collection that this one was in, it said that it was specifically designed to be neons without having to have a white base. And I personally don't believe that's 100% true, because when I swatched this originally, it actually needed 2 thicker coats or 2 thinner coats, but it's still really beautiful. Next up is Serenity, and this is a purple polish that I have been really drawn to recently. I don't know why. It's one of those colors that's like a medium purple, but it's also like a light medium purple at the same time, and it's really, really beautiful. This is a color that I actually have worn with like silver glitter at the cuticle, and it is really, really pretty. I love purple polishes like this. They're so beautiful, and like I said, my favorite way to wear dark purple at this point is with silver glitter. It just complements it so pretty. Next up is Nisha. Now, unfortunately, this is the polish that I was not aware until right before I did this voiceover that is actually discontinued, which is such a bummer because I had this on my feet a few days ago, and I really, really loved this color. This is one of those colors that looks different in every single lighting, so it can look blue in certain lighting, it can look dark purple in certain lighting. You see that chrome effect in it, but it is a bummer that this polish is discontinued, so I will definitely be cherishing the rest of this bottle, but it is still a beautiful polish. I just did not know it was discontinued until I actually filmed the video and then went to do the voiceover. Next up is Zoya Marie, and this was actually from their spring collection for 2023, I believe. And this is just a really beautiful light lilac shimmer. This is one of those polishes that is a beautiful option if you want to paint your nails something, but you don't want it to be over the top. This is a really beautiful shade, especially if you prefer lighter colors. Next up is Abby, and this is another one of those pastel purple shades that I just love, and this is a color that looks great in a Skittles manicure. I love painting like each nail different, like pastel shades during the spring, just because it's really fun for me to do. This is one of those colors that I tend to wear pretty often, and this is gorgeous in 2 coats as well. All right, so the next color is going to be Kiara. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. This is just another really pretty dark medium purple. Again, goes great with silver glitter. I love the shade of purple for some reason on my nails. It's so fun, yet it's so bold at the same time. And this is gorgeous in 2 coats as well. I will have everything linked in the description box below except for Nisha. Like I said, that is discontinued. And lastly on my list here is Gata. And this is a polish that it has like a chrome effect. And I love this color. The last time I did this favorite purple video, I showed Zoya's Yasmin. And this color is very similar to that in my opinion, which is great because Yasmin is also discontinued, which was such a bummer because that was one of my favorite colors. And this color, Gata, has officially replaced that one for me. And I love this color. This is one of those colors that is just wow when you look at it. And that's it.